Alrighty. That is not what we wanted to do. There we go. Gotta make sure we got sound. I opened it up on the... There it is. Opened it up on the... There we go, got sound. All right. Wait a minute or so, see if anybody else will be coming over. New song debuting today, how to do the baby steps right. Let's say adjust webcam. And that's too much. It's weird, it's different on my streaming software. Then it shows up on YouTube. Weird. Nope, too low, come on. There we go. Stop. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're watching live now or later, I'm Coach Steve Money, Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach. And for more financial content, just scroll down on my page, youtube.com/coachstevemoney, the Answering Your Financial Questions stream, and that's Saturdays and Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, that is this exact show. Today's number 383 of that, so there's 382 of those, so plenty of other content for you to watch. And the music playlist, there are 10 Ramsey adjacent songs in there. And after today, there will be 11 because I'm debuting a new one in just a few minutes. All right, just like 30 more seconds. Start right at 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Eastern Time. And I'm doing this Ramsey Show Aftershow show Tuesdays and Thursdays for the rest of the summer. And that will start approximately 4:30 p.m. as the final hour of the Ramsey Show goes to the Ramsey Network app. Alrighty, so let's give it a shot. It's a new song, and of course I didn't scroll it back to the top. It's a new song, and apologies in advance if I make any mistakes. That's not what we want. There we go. Alright. You know the original song? Sing along. Step 1, 1K emergency fund. You don't save more to add to that sum. You don't use that to pay off debt. And don't even think about higher steps. You stop investing, still step 4. Just step to the pedal to the floor till you paid off all your consumer debt. Do not do any other steps yet. Where did you go wrong? You lost your place somewhere along in the baby steps, and I would keep explaining to you all night how to do the baby steps right. Emergency fund is step 3, but only after you're consumer debt free. Stay gazelle to save this fund. Investing is still in the amount of none. Once there's 3 to 6 months of expense, time to invest in retirement. Just 15% till house payoff. I said just 15% till house payoff. And where did you go wrong? You lost your place somewhere along in the baby steps, and I would keep explaining to you all night how to do the baby steps right. 15% gross investing mix, cause that's step 4. You still have to do 5 and 6. No loans you save for kid college, so your child gets that debt-free knowledge. Paying off house early is step 6. Then step 7, you build wealth and get no exceptions. You won't improve Dave's steps. The steps of proving your way is a mess. And where did you go wrong? You lost your place somewhere along in the baby steps, and I would keep explaining to you all night how to do the baby steps right. Where did you go wrong? You lost your place somewhere along in the baby steps, and I would keep explaining to you all night how to do the baby steps right. How to do the baby steps right. How to do the baby steps right. And where did you go wrong? You lost your place somewhere along in those baby steps, and I would keep explaining to you all night how to do the baby steps right. Where did you go wrong? You lost your place somewhere along in Dave's baby steps, and I would keep explaining to you all night how to do the baby steps right. How to do the baby steps right. How to do the baby steps right. All right. Hopefully that went well. Check the chat, see if everybody left. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Changed my setup, so I'm still trying to remember which screen is which and so forth. Alrighty. What up, Aslan? Appreciate you dropping by. Alrighty, and of course today's host was Mr. Ramsey and his co-host, Mr. George Camel. He has a song too. I got one. It's okay. I'll make it. Hosted the live YouTube show back in the day. King Coleman calls him George, Camel with a K. George hosted 3 podcasts, they didn't cost a cent, still don't. Borrow Future, Entree, Leadership, and the Fine Print. But now he's a co-host, Ramsey personality, Smart Money Happy Hour. He hosts with RC. He'll tell you to sell your car, he'll tell you to sell your horse. And if you're a crypto bro, he'll tell you that of course. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was Camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo, Razor, Sandaloni wears flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Saving money now. I say it every time. Lots of music. George is a millionaire and a charismatic bloke. You can order his first book, Breaking Free from Broke. He addresses the hard topics, even mention fire. Fixed income, retire early, but here's what drew the ire. 4% withdrawal rate was not what George advised. In fact, he said, do not, call him mischaracterized. George is a hygiene homie, he's a tidy mammal. He's got his own YouTube channel called George Camel. Opened up YouTube, saw the thumbnail was camel. It's always fun with George on the panel. Ayo, Razo said Deloney was flannel. No one does it better than our guy George Camel. Saving money now. Saving money now. Alright, did an abbreviated version of the George Camel song. Nope, again, clicking the wrong thing. Alright, what up, Sid? Sid's been with me from the beginning. She will not watch 2 of my videos in a row, though. I just found out today. Devastated. Devastated. This is another song about the baby step. And this is the last song. If you want to fix your finances, I know a guy can help you get debt free. And if you didn't know he has a show, and let me tell you, the advice is really great for you and me. Step 1, start emergency fund, then it's time to pay off your debt. Best to that you're beginning small and sludges, you'll be winning, you ain't seen nothing yet. You and me, Daytona Rebbin. Hey, look at us, we're baby stepping. This is the way, we're baby stepping. Yeah, 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 yeah. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. We're baby stepping. 1,000 fun, pay a debt, full fun, invest, kid college, pay a house, build well. We're baby stepping. Then you'll be in step 3, saving for emergencies, and that's financial peace. 3 to 6 months of expenses, you remain gazelle intensive, then there's less urgency. Step 4, investing, retirement needs addressing, save your kids a college gift. Before you know, you're step 6, paying off your residence, step 7, build wealth and give. You and me, Daytona Ribbon. Hey, look at us, we're baby stepping. This is the way, we're baby stepping. Yeah, 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 yeah. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. We're baby stepping. 1,000 fun, pay a debt, full fun, invest, get college, pay a house, build well. We're baby stepping. If you think action's better, please, then your wealth will be increased. You can have financial peace. If you think action's better, please, then your wealth will be increased. You can have financial peace. A name for every dollar that's intention. What up, Maddie Bags? Hashtag mention. Do the steps let go of apprehension. I said name for every dollar that's intention. What up, Maddie Bags? Hashtag mention. Do the steps let go of apprehension. You and me, Daytona Ribbon. Hey, look at us, we're baby stepping. This is the way, we're baby stepping. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. We're baby stepping. If you big cash instead of please, then your wealth will be increased. If you have financial peace. If you big cash instead of please, you can see your wealth increase. You can have financial peace. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. Women, step 1,000 fun, pay up debt, full fun, invest, get college, pay up vows, the bill as well. We're baby stepping, come on. Alrighty, fun times. Alright, as I often say, not my regular job singing.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all...
Hey, no ads. What's up with that? Alrighty, and so not a good singer. I'll admit that. I've tried to get other people to sing some of these songs, but nobody's taken me up on that offer yet. Because I would love to get an actual singer to sing some of these, and then I could play them on the after show. All right, and if you're not familiar with the weekend stream, the Answering Your Financial Questions, on that one, I basically do what I'm going to do at the end of this show, but I only answer financial questions. I don't do the singing. I don't do any of the what I'm going to do right now, which is the market report. And again, I don't have that scrolled up. Let's do a reload. All right, and as you can see, market up good today. In all indices except the Dow Jones up above 2%, led by the NASDAQ about 2.87. So that means my managed large cap funds will be about 3.25 or 3.3, something like that is how they normally do, better than the NASDAQ, which is why you look for managed funds, which even after you take out the higher expense ratio for managed funds, it beats the index, and you're leaving money on the table by not doing that. So anyway, let's look to see. I think they're all the way at the bottom. It's different because I have it on a different size monitor here. There we are, the most followed single stocks on the Google, and led by, I believe, the Meta. And so it's going to tell me, people know this already, Steve. They own Facebook. This used to be the Facebook, but then they changed to parent company Meta Platforms, and up 4.24%. Second highest was Tesla, 3.69%. That has been going down lately, so trying to recover. Some is the Tesla. The least up, Microsoft, 1.07% up. Microsoft still having issues, being sued due to the CrowdStrike outage, which cost Delta, probably among other companies, a bunch of money. All right, let's see how the rest of the world did earlier today, way earlier. They're in bed now over in the UK, in the bloody UK. Mostly down in Europe. Asia mostly down as well. And let's see, the currency, US dollar up over the euro, US dollar up over the Japanese yen, but the British pound low up over the US dollar. The Canadian dollar up over the US dollar, and the Australian dollar mate up over the US dollar. Crypto big today as well. And let's see what we got for futures. Futures look good. Look at the NASDAQ futures, 3.29% for tomorrow. And of course, this could change. It could open up negative tomorrow morning when the opening bell rings. Just never can tell. But that's generally, I mean, that's a good sign for right now anyway. Let's see. Got a couple news stories. And... well, where is it? Oh, mortgage rates plunged to lowest level in more than a year. This is CNN Business. And where did it plunge to? Standard 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 6.47% this week, down substantially from the 6.73. So down 26.26%. So almost 1/4%. Okay, and so if that's significant to them, all right. So I guess that's good news, and housing demand has gone up because of that. It also says in that this from Yahoo News, Yahoo, printed in the New York Times, or New York Times, Yahoo News, excuse me, pulling it from New York Times probably. And it says what works in Taiwan doesn't always work in Arizona. A chip making giant learns, and so that would be Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co., TSMC. And basically, they're finding that the way they treat their workers in Taiwan isn't working so well here. Shocker. Like the working extra, the doing things that are outside of your job description. When they were running behind on the building of the manufacturing plant and so forth. See if there's anything. Could face political threats. Former President Donald Trump, the Republican presidential nominee, told Bloomberg Business Week in June that Taiwan had taken the chip industry away from the United States. Didn't name TSMC, but they are located outside of the country. So they're just having, they announced the building, or the building of the plant in 2020, and it's 24, and they have yet to sell one chip from out of that plant yet, but hopefully soon for them. Forbes on the I'm so upset for those billionaires. 2 billionaire mega yachts just collided off the coast of Italy. No pictures. I scanned it earlier. There's no pictures, so just wanted to see if you would feel sorry for those guys. Social Security abnormality this week. It does happen sometimes, or no, this month. It does happen sometimes. Some will be getting 2 payments this month, but it's just because the first of the month is on a Saturday or Sunday, so they will get, where is it? I glanced over the article earlier. Yeah, because September 1 falls on Sunday. SSI recipients received 2 payments in the month of August. First check arrived on August 1st, and the second one will be August 30th. And so it's not like an extra payment. It just happens in the same month twice. What up, Trey? Trey, did you miss the songs, sir? Did you miss the songs? And Trey, if you have a good singing voice, feel free to do any of the songs. That would be fun. And, of course, apologize. So out of sorts with the new setup. Checking everything else. At least I did get the music to work today. I'll sort by new, and I didn't scroll down. Let's see where we left off. On Tuesday's after show. Asking for a friend. I don't think this is it. Homeowners with pool. Define pension question. Clear assessment ideas. Again, I have no idea. I'm just going to start skipping these. I mean, discernment, logic, inspection. Anybody got any ideas? Work you love to do, protecting, and it says some more stuff probably on the next page. I'm not clicking on it though, but you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know why Ken wouldn't just put suggested jobs along with that, but who knows? Maybe that's in a different product to buy. I am not sure about that. Boom, boom, boom. Home purchase emergency. Liver, 3 debts. Oh, there's more than I thought there would be. All right. If you did this one from Cesticles, I remember the name. How should you replenish it as quickly as possible? That becomes that's the baby step you're back on. You're back on baby step one. Or if it's your full emergency fund, you're back on step three. And that's all. And that's what you do. You prioritize that as before any other steps. You don't put any in, if you can save it within a month or two, you don't, have to, if it is a pain to stop investing through work, that kind of thing, just cash flow, getting that money back in there, but you wouldn't put extra on your house or do like investing for kid college or anything like that. You drop that back off temporarily while you get that emergency fund back up there. And we did VA disability, calculated the net worth the same way that my income for the rest of my life until I die, from this day to the end of my life, that income that I'm going to make does not calculate into net worth either. And so it doesn't matter if it's just guaranteed by the government, that doesn't count as your net worth until you have it. So every time you get a check, your net worth will increase unless you spend it all. Trey of Texas missed it. Toddler lap wrestling. All right, asking for M&Ms. Sugar. Yeah, I'll take some of those M&Ms as well. I thought I fixed the freaking webcam. All right. Sorry, I was saying freaking. Electronic cherry. Is there a template posted that I could fill out for my girlfriend? Oh no, I did that one too. Should I pay off my house? Yes, I think we did that one too. And yes, you do pay it off. Did that one as well. Okay, 15% confusion. You put 15% of your money into investing for retirement. Any match, any bonus, anything like that, any free stocks from your company, all that is gravy on the biscuit. That means extra. So Dave wants you to have 15% of your income skin in the game. Feeling of not moving forward and fear of destitution despite following the baby steps. We did that one too. This person is in step 7 and just not feeling it. And so, that's going to be first world problem. So, what did I say about that? Probably I said counseling on that, because theoretically, if you are well off financially, you should feel much better off than someone that is not. And so you have something going on there, and perhaps some other issue, an underlying issue causing, and the symptom is a money feeling. Alrighty, tonight's, or Tora Nightingale, possible safer house of 5 years. Probably not. Did I do that one already? Yeah, I think because their bills are too much. They don't have credit card debt. But yeah, they're still paying off debt. So you can't finish paying off your debt and get the full emergency fund and also get the full emergency fund and save the down payment. You can't do all of that at the same time. So that is one of the big problems of the baby steps, except other than people arguing about the amount of the starter emergency fund, which they were today. I think that 2 people were doing that, and I think same troll. Tony Chopper. Want to tackle 3 debts. One was personal loan that's in collections. I did that one too. I'm so sorry for scrolling down too far. It didn't look familiar before, but this one is some collections. You put collections debt to the end. At any time, if you have a pile of cash, if you have $100 and you want to call the collector to say, will you settle this for this $100 that I have? You can do that at any time you want to and try to settle it that way. Make sure you get it in writing and you do not give them any of your financial information. You do a non-repeatable transaction with them, money order, Visa gift card, cashier's check from your bank, anything that they can't say, well, we'll just go ahead and take out all the rest of the money that you owe from that. We'll act like we didn't say that this will settle it in full. All right, a repost. Why is it reposted? Didn't like the answers before. Currently working 2 jobs, liver disability, but want to quit the job that pays for it. Pays for what? The liver disability? You mean the treatment? Should I quit the job that pays for my medical issue? No, if it's paying for the liver, I would say probably not. Let's see. There's no more. It's just right this part. So considering calling Ramsey share for this, but it's been a big issue which is starting to affect my mental health. 30s, no kids, debt paid off, living with girlfriend, not advised, who is a nursing student, only works a student job due to international student Stylus, currently graduate student taking my MBA. The primary job that I hate is an office assistant position in a hospital where I get 21 per hour. They pay for my health care for my medical disability. And what we don't know and what I'm not going to check the comments for, or how much is that? And if that's a significant amount, I mean, if you can quit that job and you have no problem paying cash for it, then knock yourself out. But otherwise, you got to stay there, at least until you get another job that would pay for it. Parents want to help me with a down payment on the house. If they want to give you cash without any restrictions on it, without any strings attached, then that would be the only way. It's not their names on the loan too or whatever. Let's see. Let's just see what it is here. There's ... So let's open the rest of it. Let's see. Wife and I, debt free aside from our house. Why do you need a down payment then? Trying to upgrade. Apparently. Following the steps and are currently on 4, 5, and 6. We think of selling our home to upgrade to a larger house on a bit of land. Do that after you finish paying off the house. This house. You'd be in a much better place to do that at that point. My parents want to gift. Everybody, again, wants it now, and there's only a certain amount of money. Parents want to gift my wife and I some money, and that's fine. But again, they could all of a sudden turn around and want special favors for that. You know, anything that they want you to do that you don't want to do, it'd be like, well, we gave you all that money. So, darn it. Oh, I went too far on the webcam. See, this is why you got to have an assistant. So the assistant, like our producer or something like that, can take care of that. Perfect. Stop right there. Stop. Okay. My mom wants to make payments to us each month so that she can keep the majority of the money in the market so they don't lose the income earning potential. My dad just wants to cut us a check. You know, that's between them. They have to decide that. They've always been a bit weird about money. So how about we don't do that? How about we say thank you, but no, love you. I'm gonna stay here at the house, and we're gonna do our investing. We're gonna do saving for kid college, and we're gonna pay off this house, and then we'll upgrade. That would be the advice. Unless you want to go back to step 3B and save the down payment yourself. Let's see. So they've been weird about money, really struggle to spend any, even though they're debt free and have way more money than they'll ever spend. As far as you know, maybe you don't know everything, but we'll assume that he does know, and that has nothing to do with it. That's their business. That's none of your business if they have a problem spending money. And obviously the mom thinking about, well, we do want to give it to you, but we also want to make as much as we can in the market before that. And so the making payments each month. So if you don't have it all at one time immediately, you're not going to be able to do it immediately, probably, which is the way you want to. So let's see. I'm concerned that if mom has her way, she'll make payments for a few months and then forget, and the whole deal falls apart. So this Mr. man here, what's his name? R4808N. He would like to have that money right now. So, yep, he's all about it. I'd much prefer my dad's option of just writing. It doesn't matter what you'd prefer. It's them giving you a gift, and you're lucky you would be getting that either. People are dumb about stuff like this, man. But I suspect we'll end up with a monthly check from them. Seems weird to get into some kind of legal agreement with my parents. That's why you don't do this stuff. Because it does change relationships. It can easily end your relationship with your parents. Easily. Easily. Because you yourself said they have always been a bit weird about money, so that's on you for even counting on this so much. You're so invested in it. I can tell by the way you're writing this. So how can I approach this? If it matters, they were planning to give us $50,000 for a down payment. Not really. The amount really doesn't matter. But again, he didn't say, well, it's also going to make us have to wait if they don't give it to us all at once. So, you know. That's going to be a no for me, Doug. Not going to Hollywood with that parent gift or whatever, but they've been weird with money. But you want it anyway, so that's going to be a no for me. Sounds like too much trouble. Let's see. Aslan says, I think there are some gift limits and you might have to pay taxes on the gift given to you for the down payment. You might have to on 50,000. Unless you make it a part of your lifetime exemption as well. I think it's lower than that. I want to say, oh crud. Let's look it up, shall we? Documents, what is it? Gift limit 2024. 18,000. So you can give 18,000 to husband and wife, so that's 36,000 of it. And then there would only be the other, and you could do that in the first part of 2025 for the rest of the 50,000. So, but not recommending that at all. But they still could. I mean, a lot of people, so many people, like, they want to save it for a different one, I guess, for a bigger amount, the lifetime exemption. I don't know why not use it. And especially if you want the money right now, and if they wanted you to have the money now, but I don't know that they want you to do that that quickly. At least the mom doesn't anyway. Good luck with that, sir. Duck Hunter 5556, 25-year-old couple inheriting $350,000. Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. Unfortunately, my mom, who is one of my best friends in the world, passed last month. Condolences. While going through her estate, we have come to realize that my mom has a pretty large nest egg for a single mom. All right. After everything is paid out, it will be $325 to $375. So they went right in the middle with the $350K. Wife and I are newlyweds and want to distribute this money the smartest way possible. I'm going to lay out our financial numbers below. You would apply that money to the baby steps. It's not any money you get, any money that's extra. So, I mean, depending on what you have already, you have some already into in retirement, you can max out those. And then January 1st, you can max it out again. You can keep that money liquid or put it in a high yield savings account for, what is it? August now? Was that September, October, November, December, for 4 months, and then take it out, and then you can max retirement accounts again if that's what you are on. Yeah, let's open it up and take a look at the numbers because I want to see if they have some debt. But basically, what you do if you get $350,000 or if you get 10 extra dollars, you go to whatever baby step you're on and you apply that. So if you still have debt, that you're applying that to step 2. You're not skipping steps and do that. Now with $350,000, that's like a number that could possibly take you, even if you are in step 2, that could possibly take you all the way to step 6 or even step 7, depending on how much you need for each part there. Let's see. Oh, should have made a chart or something. So many numbers. 75K, it'll be 90, okay? I mean, none of these really matter. So you got some cash, you got 401k, you got a match, got X amount. So again, none of that matters. So they are doing, so assuming baby step 4 at least, so no debt and full emergency fund. Plan is for her to be a stay-at-home mom once we have children in the next 2 to 4 years. Okay, have the children first and then put so much thought into that. But I mean, you can have a loose plan to do that, but like I wouldn't save this money to do that, because you'll have, by doing the baby steps, then you'll be in the best situation for the mom to be a stay-at-home mom. Let's see, once you purchase a home, we're going to be making double payments, doubling it. All right, so this 350 is not going to take them through baby step 7, apparently, because they want to buy too much house. Where are they? Are they in California? Doesn't say, oh, 18,000 in student loans, and besides that, we're debt free. Okay, well, you would pay that off the second you get this loan. I mean, this not a loan. The second you get this inheritance in your account, you pay that debt off immediately, and you immediately set aside the 3 to 6 months of expenses, your full emergency fund if you haven't done that already, and then you can max out the investing if you'd like, and that way you get all 4 months of growth for the rest of the year, and you can save enough to max it out the rest of the year, and then the rest of it, I guess, you put on a house to make the mortgage the lowest possible. But again, people want to do everything all at the same time. It doesn't say where they're from. They're moving back to where they're from. Mortgage is very manageable when we have children. Yeah, well, that's why you would put the most down you can. We're thinking right now as we pay off our student debt. Yes, that's not a stretch, seeing that that's baby step 2. Purchase 2 reliable used cars for 40,000. Okay, put 180,000 down on a house in our area. Home price. I mean, you can do that since you're already doing. If you're doing 15% already, then sure. So let's see. That leaves us roughly 170 left. I mean, you can say the max out the Roths, but 250 to 400K. Now, if you want to buy a really expensive house, you would pay that off. You would put that on the expensive house. So that's 180 down and then 170. Oh, I see. But that wouldn't be, okay, that's not buying the 2 reliable used cars and paying off the student debt either. So we're talking about debt leverage here. And so that's a no for me, dog. Thought about potentially buying a rental property. No, you want a freaking $400,000 house and you want to buy a rental property too? We're worried about our understanding of rental laws. I'm worried about it too. I'm worried about much more than that. Your understanding of reality is what I'm worried about. I'm a very conservative investor, not much of a risk taker at all, but you're going to become a landlord just because you think you can make some money on it. If you have any advice or recommendations, please don't hesitate to respond. Baby steps in order always. So if you think you need that much house, put all that down on it. So in that way, sir, you said we're going to be making double payments. And sure, the mortgage is very manageable when we have children. That's one way to do it, is by not taking out that much of a mortgage because you put so much cash down on it. All right. I'll admit it, I do yell at people. Dave had a bit today where he was like saying he didn't yell at people, and he had already yelled at a caller. And at the end of that particular segment, he yelled, and George said, "See, Dave does yell." So fun times. Let's see. Tuxedo Bunny's home purchase contingency. All right, people always trying to. Let's see what it is before I freak out. Don't want to go all Caleb Hammer here. I mean, unless that's going to get me millions of views, then I will. I mean, I really don't have like anxiety about it. I just get upset because I don't understand it. The lack of logic in people does get to me sometimes, but I don't really have that kind of level of anxiety about it. I don't like I think he said that he like feels like it's his debt. He feels that way when people talk about, maybe it takes him back to when he did have it. I don't know his story, so I don't know if he's had debt and paid it off or not. Looking for advice. We're building a new home to downsize, and everybody wants to build too. Everybody wants to build. That's going to be a more expensive house. The purchase will be contingent on the sale of current home. Okay, you can do that. That's certainly true. We're talking about that in the Ramsey Show chat today. You can, let's see, a recently divorced gentleman was going to sell the house or keep it. I think he was thinking about keeping it for the dumb reason that he wanted to keep his kids in that good school district and such or whatever. And Dave told him I think they were 4 and 5 year old. Something like that, 4 and 6, something like that. And he said they don't care. And they don't. And also, they don't get a vote either. We currently carry a balance around $76K on a first and second mortgage. So you already have a HELOC on that one. So that's a no for me, dog. Building a new home to downsize. See, building the house is going to cost you more money. That's not really downsizing to me. If you need to downsize, I mean, I guess, or just want to, why not downsize? Well, we want it to be exactly like we want it to be. Let's see, I have an 18K 401k loan, and so there's no doing this. There's no doing this. There's no doing that. You cannot buy a new house. You can't build a new home and have to put more money into it. So if you're downsizing, then that means the problem is, so you don't have enough equity because you have 2 freaking mortgages on this is the problem, I bet. Anyway, 18K 401k loan, 17K car loan. No, there's no buying a new house, even if it is downsizing. You would just have to sell this house and get whatever little equity you have on it. And I don't see how you're gonna, I mean, you're downsizing from, it's 76K altogether. So I don't understand this one at all. 76K is not a huge mortgage, and that's both the first and second one. Unless this person typed it wrong, formatted the post wrong. So I don't know what kind of thing, what he's going to spend it on. There's no more. There's no dots here, so there's no more to the post. We have no credit card debt. The first and second mortgage will be paid off by the home sale. Okay. Oh, so you do have, so that'll clear it. Okay, you would do that, but then what? Where's the down payment on the new home? Would it make more sense to pay off the other 2 debts with the proceeds, or pay down the new home cost and keep paying on these debts? Interest rate on the other 2 loans doesn't matter what the interest rates are. Don't care about those. Yeah, you need to pay those off first. Where is the money coming where are you going to live? So the advice would be to sell the house to pay that off, or keep this house and then pay the debt off, and then save the full emergency fund, and then save a down payment to downsize. But I don't know what this person is doing. This person, again, doesn't seem like he has unless he just didn't give proper information, it doesn't seem like he has a grasp of the reality of his situation. Alrighty. Prestigious Act 7408 UK, the bloody UK, a student loan. I thought college was free there. No, I think it's just they give you loans and then they're forgiven if you keep the loan around like a pet for 20 years or something like that. Hi, y'all. Hi, guys. Just had a question. I'm from the bloody UK. Student loans are very different from the USA. You only pay it on the amount you earn above 28,000 quid, which is equivalent to $35,000. So if you don't earn this, you never pay it. So you're going to purposely not make that much so that you can get it forgiven. You see, this is what government wants you to do, so they are the hero and everything. Let's see, you only pay 9% above the threshold. It is wiped clear after 30 years. My bad. I said 20. And it doesn't appear in your credit file at all. I guess that would be their credit report. So most people don't pay it back because it gets wiped clear. If you was in the UK and was following the Ramsey baby step, would you wipe up your student loan as you don't ever see a reason? To be honest, baby step 2 there. I think this is somebody just wrote this purposefully to upset me, I think. Because, first of all, dumb. And second of all, put the to be honest in there. You don't have to put to be honest. If you put to be honest, or you say to be honest before every single freaking sentence, I'm going to think you're not being honest. So don't do that. That's so dumb. No, so, okay. If you was in the UK and I think did just decided, because they seem to be fine with the English language until they got to this last sentence. So, who knows? I may just be paranoid at this point, as far as trolls, but that's fine. But so anyway, if you was in the UK and was following the Ramsey baby steps, you would do step 2, which is pay off all of your debt, which student loans are. So that's what you would do if you was following the Ramsey baby steps. If you do the stupid crap that happens in the UK, that most people do in the UK, keeping it around for 30 years, then you're not following the Ramsey baby steps, which is fine. Anybody can do what they want to do, but then why ask in Reddit? Why try to match it with the Ramsey baby steps? Why try to do that? Just do your own thing and don't try to make it work, but it's stupid. It's stupid. Baby step 2 says pay off all debts. It doesn't say, well, not if it's going to be forgiven after 30 years. It does not say that on there. Let me just check. Pay off all debt except the house through using debt snowball. No, it does not say, oh, but if it's going to be forgiven after 30 years, keep it around like a pet. Does not say that. All right, fun times, huh? I yelled again. Mindless Passage, 8528. I think that's a common user ID on here. Retirement tied up in a business and you're doing it wrong. Sorry for this being so slow again with my setup changing. I got to get used to it.
You're doing it wrong.
There we go. And for good measure, why not? Since I'm already looking at it.
If everything you're doing is bad,
Yeah, no
I want you to know it.
Ghostbusters 2. All right. Retirement tied up in business. Let's see what crap this is. For context, spouse and I both work and make 350 to 400K mortgage and a car note, but no other debt. I have the lower salary and only have 90K in my retirement account along with a modest pension fund. Before we combined finances, he used all his retirement savings to start a business. Is that advised? Is that advised? Anyone? Is that advised? Bueller? Something, no. That is not advised to do. That is dumb as crap. Let's see. If all goes right, we'd sell for a few $1 million in the next 10 years. Oh my gosh, that's so stupid. Do you know how many people start businesses and don't make $1, much less make $1 million? Oh my gosh, this is so stupid and dumb. But we're still 20 years from retirement. I cannot get him to start contributing a separate retirement account because he's sure selling his business one day will be more than enough. You married that idiot. Good job. What's the Ramsey school of thought on this is that you don't do that stupid crap. You build businesses at the speed of cash, and your retirement savings are not cash on hand saved specifically to start a business. So the Ramsey school of thought on that is no. And if that doesn't go with your line of financial thinking, you did not bring up Mr. Ramsey on the first date, did you, ma'am? Bring up Mr. Ramsey on the first date, kids. Another, yeah, I already talked about this one. To get clear, I have no idea. Discernment, logic, inspection. Something you gotta look at reports at and analyze them or something. Some analysis job, perhaps. Unlucky Shallot, 21. Define pension question. Hello. Hi, guys. My husband and I are baby steps 4, 5, and 6. We're in Canada, working full-time with an employer that is a defined benefit pension program. We each contribute 10.5%, and that is matched by our employer. Should we still be investing 15% of our gross in our RSP, or is that overkill? Baby step 4, flare, and again, as answered previously on the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Dave wants you to put 15% of your skin in the game. Any match is gravy on the biscuit, and that means extra. So that is just extra. So that is not overkill. Dave wants you to have 15% of your personal skin in the game, meaning your income. Adventurous Ball 2328. Any homeowners with a pool? Yes, there are. Whether there are any on the subreddit right now, I don't know, but I don't have a pool. Actually, my apartment complex has a pool. Does that count? How much extra cost does it add monthly or year? No clue. No clue. Contemplating buying a house with a pool if I decide to buy in Las Vegas. Just curious on the additional cost. I don't know, dog. Las Vegas, you might have more problems than the pool. Don't know. Anybody have a pool that's in the chat? Lambert 198, few questions regarding investing in stock, asking for a friend. And a lot of times that's BS, but anyway, we'll answer it. Hey y'all, hi guys, 33-year-old man here, just getting into stock investing. Put $5,000 in S&P index fund, leaving money on the table, not doing the managed funds. I recently got a few questions. I got a few questions. So I was asking for a friend there, but he's saying, 33-year-old man here, just getting in. He's saying a lot of I's for asking for a friend. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I am hoping somebody could shed some light on. Dave Ramsey has gone on record saying that one of the secrets to building wealth is to invest consistently. But how long should you be consistently investing? Step 4 is forever. If you do not need any income that you get at all, any money you get from any source at all, if you do not need that to live on, you would still be investing in retirement. Why not? You just build wealth and give is what you're doing. Let's see, if I'm planning on holding onto those stocks, we don't do stocks. I mean, the index fund is a mutual fund, and so that is what Dave recommends, but he recommends managed funds because you're leaving money on the table by just doing index funds. Till retirement, should I be putting away, say 10 to 15% per paycheck? Okay, so if you ever looked at the freaking baby steps, it says 15% right there. See where it says invest 15% of your household income to retirement? Maybe take a look at the baby steps. And normally this is on a wider monitor, so it's changing the view of the web page, but usually it's right next to it when you look at it on a tiny bit smaller. When I have I think it's a 37-inch TV that I used to use as my main monitor, and now it's this 50. So anyway, just take a look at the baby steps. It says it right there. Zero debt and work a full-time job. For context, thank you. Yep, you also have to have the full emergency fund before you're on step 4, which is investing. So make sure you have that emergency fund if you don't have that. So that Dave Ramsey has gone on record saying that one of the secrets is building wealth is invest consistently. So if you know that, how'd you miss the 15% in baby step 4? Don't understand. Pumpkin 5493, privacy warning on the Ramsey Network app. Okay, this is interesting. That's a big thing here, and I've gone on record. I'm not a fan of the decision to have the last 40 minutes of the video, which is the last hour of the radio show, with the radio commercial time taken out. So the last 40 minutes is on the Ramsey Network app and not on YouTube. So they go off at 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern time, whereas previously they would be on YouTube for another 40 minutes. And so not a fan of that. I need too much attention, and so I'm a big fan of the chat. Let's see, network app pops up, warning pops up, says Ramsey Network wants to use RamseySolutions.com to sign in. Yes, you are required to sign in to use the network. This allows the app and website to share information about you. It looks like the company wants to monetize user data. Consider your privacy before logging in. Right, anything you log in is like that, though. Anything that you log in is like that. So again, I don't know what the reasons behind it. All he said was, today he said something about technology changing. I don't think he mentioned that people want shorter podcasts like he did the first day that they did it. So I don't know what the dealio is on that. Does anyone invest in Dave's 4-fund portfolio, split 25% in each bucket? It's a large cap fund, mid cap, small cap, and international. Yep, that's what it is. I have to say, after putting through a portfolio visualizer, it performed very well. There you go. Better than a lot of other investment blends. Indeed, and that's why he has it that way. Yeah, so I don't do a 25% split, though. I am mostly in large cap. Because guess what? Guess what Steve did? Coach Steve Money. Guess what he did? A long time ago, before the coach part, before the money part was added for publicity benefit, for business concerns, for a business name. Before that happened, I was just dumb Steve and didn't start investing until late in life. And so if you start late, he's fine with you being more aggressive. And so I have a more aggressive mix with the majority of my retirement in large cap. and my large cap. I had 3 large cap funds because I was seeing what they all do. And that's fine to do as well. If you want to try a different fund, you can just put a little bit into it and see how it does percentage wise. And if it does great, then you can start adding more to that and not put as much or not put any into older ones. And so there's no reason to save those. And the 3 that I have, 3 large cap that I have, they take turns being the best per year. But they all make more than the freaking S&P 500 index and the freaking NASDAQ index. They all make more. So don't tell me that BS about you can't find a managed fund that beats the index even after the higher expense ratio is taken out, because that's BS. Ready, Candid Ambition, 14, 15. Good used all-wheel drive cars for current market. Just wanted to share 2 good all-wheel drive cars you can buy used. Okay, RAV4, 2020. 2014 Subaru Outback. Okay, that's fine. I'm assuming the 2014 would be cheaper than the 2020 car, which is what I would assume most baby steppers would be looking for, but you never know. Beautiful Form 4276. Where can I send bad financial advice videos to the Ramsey team? He used to have, I think they make you or tell you to send it through the website now to send a question, but it was Dave on air at ramseysolutions.com was the website. So I don't know. Let's see. Tagged before on Instagram, but to no avail. So, I mean, it's possible that they grabbed it, but they just didn't say, "Oh, thank you very much. We'll use this on an upcoming episode, probably." Or I'll show this to the host and we'll see. Or I'll show this to the producers and we'll see. But you know, they may just not say that, and they may just look at it. So, but who knows? But guess what? I bet they get tagged by a lot of people, and also for a lot of dumb reasons. So you can't count on that. But yeah, Dave on air at ramseysolutions.com. And so I have no idea if that email address still works though. Ecstatic Elephant 11. Timothy Plan Fund. So I heard an advertiser. Yeah, for the Timothy plan while listening to the Dave Ramsey podcast. If it's a YouTube ad, Dave doesn't have any control over that. He probably allows the advertisement because they claim to be biblically responsible. However, their fees compared to others are astronomical. I mean, unless it's hidden, the Ramsey ads are part of the video. So they don't cut in on the video. They're just part of the video. Anything else would be, and it's all kinds of financial stuff as well, are YouTube ads instead. And so probably, and he doesn't get to choose those. I mean, you can set things on there, and maybe depending on how big your channel is, you might have a heavier say into it. But you can like request, like, well, I don't believe in this, so I don't want this to be used, or this doesn't really go in with my channel, so I don't want this type of ad to be used. Let's see, the fees are astronomical in my book. That's not biblically responsible when you're taking money from an investor over and above what others average. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad. Okay. So yeah, don't. I mean, you know, and that, I mean, that's what you got to do with anything. You do want to check that kind of thing. And you do, as far as for services, you definitely get more than one quote, because the first quote person could be overcharging you for sure. Right. Exact, to buy or not to buy. My wife and I are currently renting my parents' former home from them for $1,000 a month. Again, family doing business. It's a great deal, because yeah, until it's not. And considering the amount of space and privacy my wife and I have, and it would be impossible for me to find that price in a different situation. My parents are now offering to sell us the house with a slight discount. All right, we're thinking it would get appraised at around 220, 221, whatever it takes. That's from a movie called Mr. Mom Kid, 1983. And I don't know why I remember that kind of stuff and not important stuff. and they would sell it to us for $200,000. The numbers could shift, but that's the basic idea. 30 years old, never owned a home. We're currently on baby step 4. Great. We are also saving for down payment, but only have $2,000 saved for that so far. We do not have any children and do not plan anytime soon. Our emergency fund would remain. Yep. Emergency fund doesn't become part of the down payment. Yeah, see, this is the normal view of it on my smaller TV, even on that main page. It has right here where you can scroll to the baby steps for easy access. Where did we go? Emergency fund will remain untouched during this if we went forward with it, and that's exactly what it does. Emergency fund doesn't become down payment or doesn't become investing. It doesn't become anything else. It stays the emergency fund forever. Best case scenario, you never touch it for any reason. Let's see. We do not want to stay in this home for 10 years. Then you don't buy it. More like 3 to 5 at most. Then you don't buy it. That's dumb. The same way that people buy a house, like people that are in the military and they get shipped around different ports all the time, different duty stations, and they buy a freaking house. Goodness gracious me. More like 3 to 5 at the most. Yeah, the plan was to rent for 3 to 5 years and save up to get a house we really want in a different location. Yes, do that. Do not buy the freaking house. Parents are thinking that buying the home would be a good way for us to make some extra money in the process rather than renting from them. It's possible, but you having to put down the down payment and such. It just depends whether it's worth it on the equity. And if you're getting a loan for it, you're not going to make much in equity. Not as much as if you were paying cash for it. Let's see. Part of that being that they would be giving us $20,000 discount. So that doesn't matter either. So let's see. So we would have extra equity from the $20,000. Okay. Let's see. Hesitant to take on extra risk. You should be. When our current situation is pretty great. At the same time, I don't like the idea of missing out on great opportunity. Any thoughts on this? I would love to hear what Dave would have to say. That would be a no from Dave, Doug, about this, but I've tried to call into the show before and it's hard to get on. That much is certain. That all one Soynik. What's up? Yeah, so that's a no from me. I think that would be a no from Dave at all. If you're only going to be in a house a short time, you do not buy it just to get a little bit in equity. Paycheck into savings or checking? Charming Sir 5752. You can do either, but if you're going to have to transfer it back out to go into checking anyway to pay bills, why would you put it into savings? I don't know if this will make sense. Yeah, me neither. I was wondering if it helped me save money if I transfer my check when I get paid immediately into my savings, then transfer the money for bills, groceries. It might, and if it does, that's fine, but guess what? My local bank gives you 6 free transfers from savings to checking a month. And if you do more than 6, that is, what was that? That's $5. $5 each for that. So you don't want to run into a problem with that. But also, if that works for you, but I don't think it will. If you can't save money by just transferring it to your checking and then transferring the amount that you want to save to the savings, then or you could just get that cash and then deposit it, and that wouldn't count as a transfer. So it depends on how much transferring you're doing back and forth. But basically you do, and I say this too, this is for, well, should I get different checking accounts? one for this category, one for this. If that helps you stay on your budget, then yeah, do whatever helps you to stay on your budget. That's also why you would pay the money for Financial Peace University. If that helps you get through the steps faster, then it's well worth the money. Checking, keep the rest in savings so I don't arbitrarily spend it. Thanks. It's just in savings. If you're going to arbitrarily spend it, you can arbitrarily transfer it into checking so you can spend it. Or you can withdraw it from savings as just cash and spend it. So, but if that is going to help you, some people are like that. Some people will think, nope, that's saving, I won't do that. And if it wasn't checking, they would spend it. And when it's saving, they won't. So if you're one of those people, knock yourself out. Whatever you have to do the baby steps right. And that recording of that, although I did mess up at least once, twice I think, I will have that in the music playlist as well. Vustev, probably not until tomorrow though. Vustev, car loan for cheap vehicle. I work in the office 3 days a week. There's a 100-mile commute, round trip door to door. My company reimburses travel costs up to $350 per month, and I spend around $380 for this. Alternatively, I can go by car, where I get 50 cents per mile, also capped at $350. I have no car currently. Gas would cost me $150 per month, but I would still get $350 from the company. If I bought a car for cheap on a $200 per month loan effectively, nope, no loans. No loans for cars, cash for cars. Not even if does not change the Ramsey advice. No loans. Dave is the no debt guy, in case you're not familiar. Maybe Vustev is new to the world, new to Ramsey world anyway, and somehow ended up on the Dave Ramsey subreddit and never heard of baby step 2. Never heard that Dave is the no debt guy. Guess what? Dave is the no debt guy. No debt guy. So don't do that. Alrighty. Yeah, all right. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm done over an hour. Alrighty. Should have been saving questions. Running out of questions. I do have more. I'd still have more Facebook questions and stuff like that. So I will have any for the next 2 streams, which are both are the Saturday and Sunday 4 p.m. Eastern time, answering your financial questions stream, which I don't do any singing. I don't do any market talk unless there's a question about it, and then I'll refer to the market in the indexes and such. I don't do articles either. I just answer questions. And so, again, that's 4 p.m. Eastern time, Saturdays and Sundays for the rest of the summer. After that, we'll see. Alrighty. Oh, this stream will be open tomorrow as well. As soon as the Ramsey show video ends and goes to the app, I will put up a stream just for chatting. I won't have any content on it. I'll see about putting on an older stream, like answering your financial question stream, to like, how they do a replay. I'll see if I can do that. I don't know. I think they have a rule against putting it on like that, but Ramsey's situation may be different the way they're doing it, because one's considered a live stream, the other one is considered because they load the video to YouTube in advance, and so then they're allowed to call that one a premiere. I guess I could do that. That would be a lot of trouble to download it from YouTube and then upload it back as a separate stream, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do that. If not, though, it'll just be my logo and my plugs on the screen, and then just a place to chat like it was yesterday. Oh, I'm going to go all the way up there. And to give my plugs, we need to stop the crawl and start it again. I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach. And if you have, If you've got money problems or you just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation with me at calendly.com/coachstevemoney. You can email me about coaching, any other questions you have about anything on my YouTube channel, coachstevemoney@gmail.com. Channel donations can go to paypal.me/coachstevemoney. Alternatively, donations can go to Cash App, $CoachSteveMoney, or a Walmart gift card to coachstevemoney@gmail.com. Upcoming streams, as I said, answering your financial question, and that is Saturdays and Sundays the rest of the summer, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, I'm doing those Tuesdays at 5:30 Eastern Time when the Ramsey Show video ends on YouTube. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at that same time, I'll just put up a stream so we can chat. And like I said, maybe I'll put up an older one of my streams that's about financial stuff. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. Let me check the chat one more time. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it very much. Very humbled by anybody watching any of my stuff live or after the fact. And thanks so much. And here's where we say make smart financial decisions every day.